これが俺の最高地点だ。
You go by SIU.
Yeah, OnePiece TCG. How you doing?
Good, you?
Good.
Cool, dude. Give me a follow.
Thanks. I don't know a lot of people from New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, there's only
I faced a few, but like,
there's a few people that do pretty, like Chris Sock usually does pretty well.
he's from there?
He's from that area. I don't know if you know Chris Silva.
maybe.
He's
I think I've seen his name around.
yeah, he hops pretty frequently. We have a couple people that are like,
For sure. I guess I know more of the Toronto people since they're closer.
yeah.
I roll?
Yeah, I roll fine. 9. I'm gonna go first.
Sure. It's yours too? I don't even know. I played the deck for a bit, but
Generally, I think it can go both, but I do prefer first.
Sec.
I'm a Mulligan.
I'll try.
Yo, dude.
You want to go for your show?
Alright, start us off. Sure. And you're go.
Go. Go. Go on this round. Pass it on. Hogback.
5 lead.
Maybe it.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
Yeah, it's a promo one. Anytime remove the field, I get the rest of the thought instead. Once per turn, I think?
Yeah. Go.
Yep.
go. Nami effect?
Yep.
Going? Absent.
There's no hand limitation for that.
7 or less.
7 or less.
7 or less. So I'm exactly at 7, so I go on. Cool. You took life.
Sanji. Yeah. 2. The 6 I lead. End of turn, Sanji resets on.
600.
Yep.
One. Upward. Oh, no.
Anything can be recorded.
We'll just make a 9.
Looks like everybody has.
You got a bite? You got a bite?
No, I got a loss because I.
Oh, you got late? Damn.
Sanji.
I think it is. It's for 20, I think. I'm not sure 100%.
7 I lead. Pass turn to you, end of turn, restand you.
Yeah. Yeah, 1600.
Yep.
It's a random shit I have.
Robin? Trash top? Guilty? Leader blue? Going? Girl, double, 8 week.
Yeah, I'll make it 9. Everything?
Yeah. Not frozen.
Not frozen, right? Six.
Sure.
You stand 4?
Yeah.
Rest. Four. Six. Seven of this. Eight at Perona.
Other Perona?
Yep. End of turn. 3 5.
5 cards in hand?
Correct.
Draw? Robin?
I'll make it a 8.
Yeah. Robin?
8.
Yeah. Also up?
6.
Yeah.
10. Gonna trash. I'm able to reach 3.
Okay. Nami? Draw one? Go ahead. Yeah. You?
Ada Robin. Ada Robin. Ada Robin.
Seems like you don't like it.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm trying to figure it out. Huh?
Yep.
That's 4 knobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, end of turn, we stand 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. 3 in hand?
3 in hand.
Draw for 10? You take a life. I drew before you took your life.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I'll finish your fight.
Yeah.
Attack the rest down. Nami? Go on. Nami?
Three.
Yeah. Nami? Yeah. 3 cards left in hand?
Yep.
Thinking on 20.
Five at least.
I know.
70.
3 in hand. I'm surprised you touched the ball.
I need some leader effects. He doesn't get leader effects.
Ah, true. I'll take it.
70. And the turn we stand 4 and 5.
Yeah. Drop turn?
Not today. It's too long today. Took a whole, yeah. Tomorrow I'm at OnePiece.
Sure.
Like that Nico Robin. Like that.
Huh?
Seven, eight. Yep.
I swung 9, I didn't draw with the leader. Is that okay with you? No?
Yeah, you can draw.
Fine? Because I think I swung 9, you took life, and I forgot to draw with the leader.
Okay, you can do it.
Fine?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine.
Put my effect. Which one? Oh.
I did Or Zoro or Shanks. None.
9 lead, 3 stands.
Like you'll never know, right? Yeah, you never know. Like I chance to put it. I get a lucky 3 stands.
It's just very big stand too.
Not only that, but like what's cool about the art is that so like let's say the guy have a trigger to get from what it's up there. Oh no, not even. And he has a anyway, you know what I mean? So like it's
9, 11. You got it, bro. I need to get rid of the section of the turn that it came out.
And take the life? Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten the Nami afterwards. Because I picked Nami afterwards.
Yeah. Because I was at 3 life.
Yeah.
My mistake was actually pitching the round table.
I think playing this was my misplaying.
Yeah.
It was my last week. I don't play a single rush.
No, so I was worried that you were gonna instead of Nami like bounce afterwards.
Exactly.
Once I go down,
Yeah.
this effect doesn't work anymore.
You need an active dot? I did not know that.
That's why I thought that you're trying to bait me with your because you had 6 up, so you
Yes.
could red rock the Zoro at the end.
Yes.
So I was like,
I did not know you needed an active dot.
yeah, unlike a Shiki, she's herself, but it's active bomb. That's why I had to play that way, just because
You need the
at
dot.
that point you can just bounce back my stuff.
Yes. I was hoping it dies because that grabbed you.
Yeah, no,
I
the
was
grab,
grabbing
one,
like
one
you
grab
lose
leg, yeah,
You lose instantly.
lose tempo completely. My mistake was actually pitching what I should have done is pitch I should have pitched it to Shigi, and then I would have the round table to go round table into this. I would have take the life, stay at 2, and then I just tempo from there.
Yeah. I think that would have actually won you the game.
Yeah, I realized I made a mistake with that, and then
My hand had no count. I had like something like this.
yeah, I needed one more turn to push it.
Yep.
GG, dude.
Alright, let's talk about Blue Yellow Nami. I played this deck at local. The deck is insanely strong. Probably the most expensive deck in the meta right now. Let's talk about the leader first, I guess. Once per turn, when a card is removed from yours or your opponent's life, if you have 7 or less cards in hand, draw a card. That effect is so strong but people always forget it, including myself. So you need to rep a couple times with the deck before getting the hang of it, that every time your opponent takes a life, or whether you take a life during your turn, you get to draw an additional card, which is really huge. And the other effect is, during your opponent's turn, if your leader has a Dawn attached to it, you may trash one card from your hand, and this leader becomes plus 2000 power for the rest of the turn. So it becomes a 7k power leader for the rest of your opponent's turn. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That's the leader. Let's get into the deck. We play 4 Searcher, which is Will You Be My Servant, the Searcher event, which is activate main if your leader is Nami. Look at top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal one card with a cost of 2 to 8. Add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Pretty straightforward. The trigger activates main of the Searcher effect. You have a lot of targets. This helps you draw your curve really well. It's a must 4. You cannot play less than that. 4 Girl promo. This card jumped up in price ridiculously because of this deck. On play, draw 1, discard 1. Activate main once per turn. You may give 1 rested Dawn to your Nami leader. This helps you when you play on curve. That's because Nami wants to go first. Generally, you want to go first unless you want to take your opponent's curve and go second. For example, against Emu, they want to go second, so you take second from them. But since you're going first, sometimes your curve, the cards are 5 Dawns. For example, the 5 cost Nami, it's a 5 Dawn card that consumes all your Dawns, so you don't have a leftover Dawn to attach to your leader to trigger the second effect. My example was Nami was wrong because Nami attached a Dawns, but for your 7 Dawn turn when you play Robin, that's a scenario where you have to consume your 7 Dawns and you don't have any Dawns attached on your leader. So the girl helps to do that, and also it's additional aggression that you get with your leader because you have an additional Dawn on your leader every turn. For Kikunojo, because the trigger is insane and it combos really well with other cards. Kikunojo's trigger is if your opponent has 3 or less life, play this card. On KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life, add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. So 4 costs, 6k power, really strong vanilla stat line, and the trigger is really strong to be able to cheat out a body from your life. The new card from EB03 that is busted, 5 cost Nami. This card's ridiculously expensive too. On play, give 1 rested Dawn to your leader, so Nami gets their attached Dawn, which is awesome. Then if your opponent has 3 or more life, they add 1 card from the top of your life to their hand. And also on KO, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life face up and play 1 character with 6,000 power or less from your hand. So not only do you force your opponent to take a life, once she dies, you get to cheat out another body from your hand. Ridiculous, really strong. 7 Dawns, you want to play Robin, which is on play, you may trash 1 card from the top of your life. If your leader is Strawhat, add 2 cards from the top of your deck to your life. And opponent turn on KO, you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. It's deal 1 damage, meaning if your opponent has 0 life and you deal 1 damage, they lose the game. This is your best play at 7 Dawns. This is your best play at 5 Dawns, sorry. And at 3, you usually want to play Girl or the Searcher to be able to find these combo pieces. Then you also have the Thriller Bark engine, which I'm running 3 Perona because I was missing a card. Usually they run 2, but I like the 3 of actually. It was pretty good. I don't. The only reason I see people running 2, 3, or 4 is just because the space of the deck is tight. Otherwise, I don't see what's wrong with playing more copies of Peronas. So 3 Peronas, 4 Hogbacks, 4 Kumasi, and 4 8-cost Gecko. Kumasi is very straightforward. It's just 2k counter. Trigger, play 1 Thriller Bark with a cost of 4 or less from your trash, rested. And usually these 2 are your targets. So that's Kumasi. We have Hogback. The trigger is exactly the same. Play 1 Thriller Bark with a cost of 4 or less from your trash, rested. On KO, Hogback is play a character with a cost of 4 or less with a trigger. So not only can you play out Perona, or even Hogback, other than Hogback, right? Thriller Bark, other than Hogback. So you can play out Perona, you can play out Kikunojo. Kikunojo? Yeah, you can also play out Kikunojo. So those are 2 very good targets that you can cheat out with Hogback. You also have Perona, which is the trigger is exactly the same. Play a Thriller Bark with a cost of 4 less from your trash rested. On play on KO, you can freeze one of your opponents 6 cost or less. That character cannot attack. So that's really good. And the 8 cost Gecko, the trigger is slightly different. It's play a character with a cost of 4 or less from your trash. So these guys plays it out rested. The Thriller Barks. Let me focus on these. So the Thriller Barks plays them out rested. But this can play it out active. So not only can you target the Perona, the Hogback, the Kikunojo, you can also target Marco or Pudding if you really want to. But we'll get there. So Gecko Moria trigger is slightly better than the others because if you hit that on your last life and you have a Marco in your trash, Marco comes out and it's a blocker. So for the 8 cost Gecko, activate main. Select one Thriller Bark card from your trash, 4 cost or less, play it, or add it on top of your life. Both scenarios are good. You can either cheat out a Perona right away, freeze one of their bodies so they can attack, or you can stack your top life and trigger one of the Thriller Bark's trigger effect and play out a Perona rested, which also freezes an attack. So both scenarios are good, just depends on the game state. I'm running one Nojiku. It's because I couldn't find a second one before the logos. So I was running one and I bumped Perona to 3. Usually list runs 2 Perona instead of 3. But since I couldn't find a second Nojiku in the time, I only ran 1. But I would run 2. There's a scenario that came up in one of my games, which was really powerful. So I had Nojiku. I played it out. I bounced their body back to their hand. And then I put him right away. Giving me the ability to reduce their hand size even more. Nojiku is on play if your leader is Nami. Return one character with a cost of 5 or less to your opponent's hand. So you can target a lot of bodies to return back. Whether it's in the mirror match or in the matchup, you can bounce the Nami back, you can back the Kikunojo back, or even a Thriller Bark. Putting, standard, on play, your opponent has to shuffle their hand back to their deck and then draw 5. Putting being a really stupid card. One of the most broken blue card. I want this card to be banned. 2 Marcos because it combos well with the 8 cost Gecko. It's a blocker. On KO, draw 2 cards. Very straightforward. It's just the fact that it combos well with Gecko is really nice. And also to be able to draw 2 additional cards, why not? Then I ran 2 Kumas. I don't think the 2 Kumas are mandatory, but since I was rushing to build the deck, I decided to play 2. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. Then this character gains plus 2k for the rest of the turn, until the end of your opponent's turn. During your opponent's turn, if this card is KO, add the top card of your deck to your life. So you heal 1 if it gets KO during your opponent's turn. Very straightforward. It's a 1k counter as well. It's a nice body, 6 cost, 7k body. And it heals you. We run 4 BB5, the one from the new binder collection, the AAs. It's a 2k counter. It's searchable off of the Nami event. This one, Will You Be My Servant? Because it looks for a 2 to 8 cost. And some of your other 2ks cannot be targeted by this. Like Kumasi, it's out of reach because it's a 1 cost. But BB5 trigger is if your leader is multicolor, Nami is multicolor, you get to draw 2. And it's a 2k counter. And also the fact that it's a 4 cost 5k body. Worst case scenario, you can cheat this out with Hogback because it's still a 5k power character that can swing, which is nice. We have 2 red rocks because there's some matchup like Ace that's really hard. The red rock helps to remove big bodies. 1 gravity blade because it's a good card. It bounced 2 6 costs or less to the bottom deck. And then we run 1 copy of If I Bow Down to Power, What's the Point in Living? Activate main, you may rest 1 Dawn. If you have 1 or less life, your opponent cannot activate blocker whenever your leader attacks this turn. Counter, your leader gains plus 3000 power this battle. So it's unblockable, which is nice. Very quick, like crash course of the game plan of the deck. You're a 4 life leader. You usually want to counter out the first swing. Oh, sorry. Let me scratch this back. Leader wants to go first most of the time. Your plan is to look for You're My Servant, girl. Let me focus on this. So you want your searchers, which is the Nami searcher event, and then you want to find girl to have it set up on board. And then at 5 dawn, you want to play Nami to force your opponent to take 1 life back. And at 7 dawn, you want to play Robin. That's your perfect curve. Going first, at least. Afterwards, when your opponent swings at you the first life, you usually want to counter it because you usually don't have a trash setup, nor does your opponent has 3 life or less. So you don't want to be able to, you don't want your first life to be Kikunojo or Thriller Barks and miss out on that trigger. So you usually counter out of the first swing until your opponent is at 3 life. So you would try to get to Nami as soon as possible, force them to take a life, hoping that they're at 3 life afterwards, so Kikunojo becomes life. And also, when they swing at you, you want to counter and discard a Perona or a Hogback. So at least you have a Thriller Bark set up in your trash. So that's the game plan for the early game. And during the late game, you just chain Robin or you chain 8-cost Gecko. Just like that powerful body that also heals you, which is insane. I guess that's pretty much straightforward. That's about it for the game plan of the deck. There's not much more, I guess, to tell. The deck plays itself, really. And there's a matchup that's really hard. Putting helps on those matchups. That's really hard. And yeah, the deck loses to Emo and Ace. Nothing much more to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck list. And peace.